opening contest, and it is a six-man tag team match. Introducing team number one, first, the team of Blake Christian and QT Marshall.
Well, it seems that QT Marshall has a plan, Veda, conscripting Blake Christian, and based on actions last night, well, let's listen to what Mr. Marshall has to say about his latest PLAN.
How's your pinky? How's your pinky? How's your pinky? How's your pinky?
Thank you for caring so much. I didn't get one phone call, I didn't get any cards. This weekend, Maple Leaf Pro Wrestling dubbed it as Mayhem. But that's not what we're gonna take away from this. What we're gonna take away from this is this was the Windsor Miracle. After the horrific dislocation of my fifth digit, which for you uneducated people, which is all of you, is a pinky, the fact that I was able to finish the match is nothing short of a miracle. The Jet Setters should be ashamed of themselves for taking advantage, but that's okay because very classy. It's okay because in the end, the Jet Setters will get theirs because the hero always wins, and that's what I am. I'm a hero. I'm somebody that people could look up to. Like this man right here, Blake Christian. He knows. Vanilla Baby knows that by trusting QT, he's gonna go to the next level, and just like this next guy, he knows after last night, by looking in my eyes, shaking my hand, and putting his trust in QT, that he will get to that next level as well.
And their partner from Ottawa, Ontario, the Sidewalk Savant, Sheldon Jean.
Sheldon Jean is their partner. My partner, filling in for Don Callis, is Veda Scott. I am Mauro Ranallo, and needless to say, the Sidewalk Savant walking with a little limp after injuring his foot last night in what was a hell of a battle with Kaito Kiyomiya, but a little shocking to see Sheldon Jean affiliate himself with QT Marshall.
First from Punjab, India, Bhupinder, Gujjar.
Bhupinder, Gujjar, an alum of distinction here at St. Clair College in Windsor, a hometown favorite.
Next, from Destruction Bay, Yukon, he is the master of reversals, Reverso.
Team Canada, 2/3 of it here. And Sheldon Jean wondering if he's from the nation's capital. That could have been him, but he's made an interesting decision in his career.
And their partner from Psychoville, Psycho Mike.
The Baron of the Body Slam, Psycho Mike, the triumvirate representing the true North, strong and free against, well, don't want to say he's a traitor, Veda, but Sheldon Jean affiliating himself with QT Marshall and Blake Christian, what should be a scintillating six-man tag team match to kick off night number 2 of Maple Leaf Wrestling Mayhem.
Last night we saw Sheldon Jean, he was taking that loss against Kaito Kiyomiya really hard, and Obviously, it was a hard-hitting, extremely physical matchup. Like you said, she even came out of a little bit of an injury. QT Marshall, in my opinion, swooped in there when Gene was down and now has recruited him to this team that he is building. And Sheldon Gene asked QT Marshall, well, what's in it? What's in it for you? And Marshall claims he's just doing this out of the goodness of his heart. And I have known QT Marshall for a very long time, and there is not a whole lot of goodness in that heart.
and speaking of QT Marshall, my brother watching in Mount Lehman, British Columbia, Ezio from Ronaldo's Pizza Catering Services said, hey, I'm surprised you didn't make a pinky swear reference yet to his injury. All right, well, let's continue here now. Bhupinder Gujjar and Sheldon Gene, two young stalwarts here, and Gujjar has this crowd firmly behind him.
Bhupinder has friends and family here in the crowd. You know it because he, like you said, he attended college right here. Sheldon Gene gets taken down.
Side headlock takeover by Gujjar, a one-man wrecking crew with a devastating gargoyle spear. Here's someone who, if he gets momentum, someone is getting steamrolled, and Gene trying to take a little bit of the hair, the braids in his possession.
Trying to pull a little bit of a QT Marshall there, if you will.
But you know what? Gene known for speed, precision, and now a mean streak. And he's, well, the hammerlock being employed now by Gujjar.
Oh, and Bhupinder, elbow
Back
right to
elbow.
the face, and
Oh,
no.
proboscis.
Oh, Gene.
Gene has a nose for these things.
And look at he's looking right over to QT and Blake Christian as well.
So it's interesting that in the past 24 hours, is this the true colors of Sheldon Gene that are emerging after a battle for the ages against Kaito Kiyomiya, the three-time GHC champion, and a guy that many people, consider one of the greatest puroresu practitioners in Japan. Gene thinks that he stole a lot of his thunder, and last night Gene went down to defeat, but now he's in trouble here with Bhupinder Gujjar.
Oh, Gujjar nails
flying
the dropkick,
execute. Wow.
Gene goes down hard. Gujjar is feeling good, and Sheldon Gene is retreating into QT Marshall's corner. But, Mauro, sometimes when things aren't working out, you have to pivot. And maybe that is what Gene is doing. He couldn't pull out the victory tonight. Let's see if QT Marshall can steer him in a different direction. And now we have Blake Christian. Blake Christian's got something to say.
Christian, explosive, fearless, and unpredictable. You could expect high risk, high reward offense.
Even if he is a little vanilla, baby.
Oh, he embraces that, and as we mentioned last night, nothing vanilla about his offense. And here comes El Reverso, lucha-inspired, masked practitioner. We talked about the late great Cyclone Ramirez earlier tonight, and he is known for his speed, faster than my Wi-Fi at home, and showcasing his agility, athleticism, and there's some leaping ability by Christian. Christian shotgun drop kick to the face and the kip up to boot. Wow. That's more Neapolitan than vanilla.
Few people could keep up with El Reverso. Blake Christian proving that he is one of them, but right now, Reverso.
Beautiful. Athleticism on display here. Christian and Reverso. The ankle pick by Reverso. Reverso springboard back elbow. Doesn't go for the cover, however, now drops the elbow. Lateral press by El Reverso, but a kick out quickly by Christian.
Blake Christian able to kick out, but it's Reverso. I was going to say Reverso was picking him back up. Christian just shoved him off with authority, and
Psycho Mike time.
I've seen signs in the crowd already tonight, Mauro. People want to see a body slam.
Body slam. He has carved a niche for himself in the wrestling world with his distinctive persona and engaging performances. He is he redefines unorthodox, and Christian now trying to engage in a show of strength.
He's trying to pop off a body slam.
But Christian lands on his feet. Tag is made, and in comes QT Marshall.
Not going to happen, says QT. No body slams tonight.
Collar and elbow tie up.
Oh, QT sent back into the ropes.
You know, Marshall puts the wind in Windsor's. We heard earlier when he addressed the crowd, blowing a lot of hot air, but Maybe there is something to his words. Sheldon Jean and Blake Christian seem to think so as they now in a test of strength. And wow, that explosive shoulder block turning Marshall inside out.
Psycho Mike holding the center of the ring with authority. QT Marshall struggling to get back up to his feet. I don't think he knows what's waiting behind him. And whoa, QT heads to the outside.
And that's a veteran maneuver. Ring Generalship 101.
Oh, Psycho Mike, though,
he's getting his steps in. It's Marshall. Oh, and Sheldon Jean in trouble. And the body slammed to the outside. The windup, no. Oh, and face first into the ring post goes Psycho Mike. And talk about Psycho. Wow, Blake Christian wiping out Psycho Mike.
I mean, one thing you could say about QT Marshall is, as we've seen, as he rises through the ranks as an executive at All Elite Wrestling, he has an eye for talent. That cannot be denied.
Blake Christian has an eye for submitting Psycho Mike due to his finesse with the lower extremities. Now the tag is made, and Sheldon Jean, the sidewalk savant, stomping on Psycho Mike like he would be putting out a butt on a sidewalk, but this man's straight edge.
Dragging Mike back into the corner. Now we are seeing frequent tags over here in this trio.
No alcohol or drugs for Jean, and this trio indeed led by QT Marshall, making life miserable for Psycho Mike. He will not be playing any Beethoven or Bach as a classical pianist later tonight because that...
Stomping on the hand.
He wants to break his fingers.
Yeah, you got to imagine that's a little bit of a shout out from QT.
And now you know what? He may have used that splint as a weapon there. He punched.
I asked him earlier how his hand was doing, and he showed me it. It's a metal splint in addition to the tape. And are we gonna see
body slam! A BS to a man that's full of BS.
And now look at Bhupinder Gujjar. He is waiting for the tag. Psycho Mike makes it.
Gujjar leaps into the ring. Here comes Jean. He gets wiped out. Christian gets wiped out. Gujjar now sends Jean for the ride. Reversal on the Irish whip. Gujjar ducks under the clothesline. Gujjar flying forearm smash across the face. Now Christian fired off. Spine buster Gujjar.
Right in the MLP logo. Gujjar goes after Jean.
Ripcord knee.
Bhupinder Gujjar has been nothing but impressive in Maple Leaf Pro Wrestling. And now
he told me he lost 15 pounds since the matches in October to bang Suicida Gujjar.
It's clearly made him even more aerodynamic as he heads
Is he looking for the gargoyle spear? No, it's a diving cross body. The cover, the hook of the leg, double axe handle will keep Gujjar from picking up a huge win in his hometown, his adopted home of Windsor, Ontario, right here in the same place he earned his post-high school education. Speaking of educated feet, it's time to fasten your seatbelt for takeoff moonsault misses for El Reverso.
Reverso landed hard, and Jean picking the scraps now. Tags in Blake Christian again.
Christian once competed for TNA, New Japan, Ring of Honor, and GCW in one day. A man who's committed to his craft, entering his physical prime, and just speared the life out of Gujjar. Now in a precarious position, all the way to the top turnbuckle. Veda!
Oh, and he's holding on. He's got it cinched on. Vanilla choke 0. And wait a second.
Are we going to see another body slam?
Psycho Mike. Whoa,
Oh,
nope,
Christian
from
lands
behind.
on his feet. In comes Sheldon Jean. Oh, and that wipes out Christian. Another big body slam by Psycho Mike.
Another one for QT.
Marshall, yeah, right on top of Jean.
Look at Blake Christian.
Springboard. Oh, and caught by Psycho Mike. Are we going to complete the hat trick? He does. It's a mountain of victims. Couldn't see the body slam.
What?
Oh my goodness, how the hell did he kick out?
Oh, there was just a pile of bodies, and somehow QT Marshall and his team are still in this. But look at Psycho Mike.
Psycho Mike ready to keep bolstering his career, delivering the good old-fashioned body slam now with a front chancery. Sheldon Jean clotheslines him.
Bhupinder.
Oh, forearm from Gujjar as he's back in the ring now, and Sheldon Jean, reversal, sends Gujjar to the outside unceremoniously. And now Gujjar taking Sheldon Jean with him.
Bhupinder taking it to Jean, but in the ring, El Reverso and QT Marshall. Oh,
Gujjar face first into the post, but you're right, QT Marshall and El Reverso, the two legal competitors, spinning heel kick by El Reverso.
Oh, into the DDT, QT Marshall got spiked.
Oh, 2 3/4 for El Reverso as, wow, QT Marshall reversing his fortunes, but just barely. Springboard looking for La Quebrada. Sheldon Jean blocking him. Wow, springboard Spanish fly by Blake Christian. Who is the legal man? Who the hell cares? QT cutter. Float over for the cover. Back press hooks a leg. The Marshall plan wins.
Here are your winners, the team of Sheldon Jean, Blake Christian, and QT Marshall.
And you know QT Marshall is saying to himself, I love it when a plan comes together. As QT Marshall, Blake Christian, and Sheldon Jean pick up the win.
And that means that Sheldon Jean is back on the winning side of things, so maybe his decision to team up with QT Marshall